Yeah, so the fifth thing to do when he's withholding validation, and you know he's withholding validation, you know he's doing it on purpose, and he's offering backhanded compliments, call him out on it. Tell him you know what he's doing, and ask him, are you jealous of me? Why don't you compliment me? Everybody's complimenting you. Just call him out on it, because he needs to know what that's gonna check him. He's gonna know that you're not dumb, and you know what he's doing. He's trying to lower your self-esteem. So just call him out on it. Not all the time, but tell him every now and then, so that he changes, because he doesn't want to be seen as somebody who's jealous of you. So you tell him that. And with the backhanded compliments, if he's doing that a lot, tell him that I know what you're doing, and stop it, because you don't want me to start talking about your insecurities, because it's gonna get ugly. You the things you're saying about me to try to make me feel bad about myself. If I go into your insecurities, it's not gonna end well. So stop what you're doing. The sixth thing to do is to ask him to take you out. Don't just allow a player to dictate where you're gonna eat all the time. Ask him to take you out every now and then. And when you go out, make sure you dress as sexily and as beautifully as possible. So much so that you make other men look at you, because you want him to see other men looking at you. You want him to know that this woman, I'm not the only one that wants her. Other men also want her. So use that. Use your femininity. Use your sexiness to get him to know that he's not the only one for you. He already knows it anyway, but sometimes you have to rub it in too. The seventh thing to do is to hold back on sex. We've already talked about this, I think, in another video. If you're with a player and you suspect that you know that he's a player already, just hold back on sex as much as possible, as much as you can, because it's going to work out in your benefit, especially if you think he's only using you for sex. And the eighth thing to do is to date other men. Do not just focus on one guy, especially if you know that this guy is not going to change. If you know that this guy is not going to change and you're just there, date other men. Don't give your attention to one man. There's no culture in the world where a woman just focuses on one man. If you look at the ancient African cultures, men fight for women. The multiple men. If one man fights another man, and then if that person wins, then he fights another man. In the ancient Greek cultures, it's the same thing.